Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife. My name is Adam and welcome to our June Shop 49th announcement video. This is a really important video and I'm really excited about this because this is our 5th month of helping Alaskan small businesses. But it's also a month where I want to answer some questions because a lot of you guys know that the cruise season is restarting here in Alaska. It looks like we're going to get part of our cruise season back. And so many of you have been reaching out to me and saying, Adam, with that happening, what's going on with the Shop 49th? Are you going to keep it going? Are you going to end it? Well, in this video, I want to answer all of those questions. Now, just as a quick reminder, my wife and I started Shop 49th earlier this year in the month of February when we heard that the Alaska cruise season for this year was going to be canceled. And at that time, it looked like the whole season was going to be canceled. And we knew what that meant for small businesses around our state. And so we had to find a way to help. And what we came up with was this. And it's pretty simple. It's simply letting you, our LeggLife community, know about small businesses around our state that would be impacted by another canceled cruise season. And all we asked you guys to do were 2 things. Would you support these businesses by following them on social media, by sharing their content, by being encouraging to them in their comments? And then maybe even more importantly, would you spend money with them? Would you support them financially? Would you show up online when people wouldn't be able to show up online or show up in person this year? And that's what you guys have done. In fact, it's been amazing because since we started Shop 49th, we've been able to help 20 Alaskan small businesses. We've been able to help 3 Alaskan nonprofits. And I was talking to some friends earlier tonight, and the reality is that Shop 49th has already exceeded any expectation I could have imagined. We hoped to make a little bit of a dent. We hoped to make a little bit of a difference. But you guys have gone so far above and beyond of what we could have expected or imagined. So LeggLife community, thank you. We love you. Now, let's talk a little bit about the future of Shop 49th before I announce our new businesses for this month. Now, as I mentioned, Shop 49th was started to help small businesses because of the canceled cruise season. Well, now that it looks like the cruise season is coming back, what does that mean? Honestly, I don't know. There are a couple things that I do know. Shop 49th has ignited a fire or a passion in me to use the platform that we have to help businesses and people that we believe in. Now, that's something Sherri and I have always tried to do. We've always tried to be very generous with our platform to our friends and to things that we believe in, but we've never been as intentional with it as we have been with Shop 49th. And so for me, one thing that I can say for sure is that no matter what happens with this, I think that's something you're always going to see from us. I think you're always going to see us lending our platform to the things, the people, and the businesses that we genuinely believe in. And Shop 49th has just kind of, it has cemented in our mind that that is a value that we have and something we want to do. But that being said, it doesn't mean that we feel like we're supposed to end Shop 49th. In fact, we don't. I don't know how long it's going to continue. I really don't. Every month we will reevaluate it. Every month we will look at the amount of time that we have to give. Every month we will look at the amount of energy we have to give, the amount of impact it's having, and say, is this something that we think should continue? But for the month of June, we do. We've heard from a number of you guys, even in the last couple of weeks, that have said, you know, just so you know, like the businesses that I've gotten connected to because of Shop 49th have become some of my favorite businesses. We have one of our viewers who has ordered from the same business every single month. They ordered from them in month number 1, fell in love with them, and have just continued to order from them every month. And so I love that. I love that you guys are getting to discover and find new businesses that you also really love. So we're going to continue Shop 49th. But this month it is going to look a little bit different. You know, doing 5 businesses and 1 nonprofit, it really is just a lot. And it's honestly more than I have to give right now. Remember, Shop 49th is not something that makes money or generates revenue for us at all. In fact, it's all about us giving our platform away to help these businesses. But there is a time cost to us, and there is a time cost to me. And so one of the things that I'm having to do to bring a little bit more balance into life is cut it down from 5 businesses this month to 3. So I picked 3 Alaskan small businesses and 1 Alaskan nonprofit that we are going to be supporting this month, and I'm really excited. Now, let's get to the point that all of you guys want to know. Adam, what businesses are they for the month? So I tried to be really intentional about the businesses that I selected this month, because here's the reality. June is Father's Day. June is heading into summer. June is heading into like camping and outdoor season. And I don't know what it's like where you guys live, but here in Alaska, there's just like this anticipation we feel as the temperatures start to rise and the days get longer, that we just want to be like outside in the wild, in the woods, enjoying everything that like the land has to offer. And so thinking about that, but then thinking about Father's Day, I was like, okay, I want to pick 3 businesses that really fit that. And I hope I did. So here we go. Business number 1 is from the Southeast Alaska town of Klawock. Now this is a town that we have not featured any small businesses from since we started Shop 49th, and they do something that you guys have requested since the very first month. One of the things that Alaska is known for is our wild Alaskan seafood. And so since we started, I've wanted to find somebody that was a really good fit. And actually our friend Spring Berry from Woodlands in Ketchikan is the one who first told me about this business. So Spring, thank you. The business is called Wild Fish Cannery, and they're from Klawock. Now, I have their website pulled up right here in front of me. One of the things that I love is wild smoked salmon. I love, love, love our seafood. And you can buy it a lot of different places. But as I scrolled through their website, I started to see a lot of things that, honestly, I don't see on other websites. And so I think you guys are gonna love the selection that they have. If you're looking for a gift for dad, right? Like fresh seafood. If you're looking for just like something to have out, maybe it's like a summer picnic. Maybe you're gonna be doing just like some family gatherings and you wanna have something out that's just like a little bit unique that supported small business. Wild Fish Cannery from Klawock, Alaska. All of their fish is sustainably harvested. Go over to their website. You can read all about them. You can read all about their practices, how they do what they do. I'm really excited to finally have an Alaska seafood company that I believe in what they do, and I think you guys will as well. Now, the next business is perfect for summer barbecue season. And this business is from the town of Wasilla, Alaska, and they're called Fox Sauce. And Fox Sauce, surprise, surprise, makes barbecue sauce. Wild Alaskan barbecue sauce made right here in the last frontier. And going to their website, they have sauces, everything from like mild up to apparently very hot based on the name of the sauce. You'll have to go to their website to see what I mean by that. But barbecue sauce is one of those things, not just for like a Father's Day gift, but just as a let's prepare to barbecue and gather with friends a lot this summer. Perfect. Again, from Wasilla, Alaska, Fox Sauce. The third business is one that if you've been to Alaska and you've gotten to know Alaska culture at all, you will know one thing that we really love here is beer culture. We have over 50 breweries around our state, and beer culture in Alaska is just kind of a part of who we are. And there's a brewery in the town of Skagway called Skagway Brewing Company. One thing that I appreciate about Skagway Brewing Company is that their merch stuff on their site is unbelievable. And this is what sold me on them, because from the beginning of Shop 49th, I really wanted to feature a brewery, but you can't like ship beer, right? And so it's like, well, how do we support our local breweries, but not buy the product they're most known for? And then I found the website for Skagway Brewing Company, and they have shirts, and they have stickers, and they have hats, and they have growlers, and they have ornaments, and they have magnets, and they have pins, and like literally everything. It is one of the best beer merch websites I have ever seen, and it's in a town that we have really been trying to support. So if you're looking for a gift for a beer lover in your life, or maybe you yourself are a beer lover, what a great way to support a local Alaskan brewery. Support a small business that really needs it. Help to get through another year. So Skagway Brewing Company from Skagway, Alaska is business number 3. Now, if you remember, in the second month of Shop 49th, we started adding nonprofits, because the reality is nonprofits around our state have been impacted by this as well. We've supported the Alaska Wildlife Conservation Center. We've supported the Alaska Sea Life Center. We've supported the Food Bank of Alaska. And you guys, I just want you to know, last month, your giving to the Food Bank of Alaska provided over 600 meals for hungry Alaskans in need. That is, thank you. Like, I have no other words other than thank you. And this month, the nonprofit we're going to support is the Alaska Native Heritage Center, based right here in Anchorage. The Alaska Native Heritage Center, in my mind, is one of the most important facilities and organizations in our entire state. You know, when you visit Alaska, there's a lot of things to see. There's a lot of things to do, but the reality is all of those take place on our native lands. And they take place around our native peoples and with our native peoples. And one thing I think that's really important is to understand the land that you are experiencing. Understand the land that you are here to see. And I don't think there's a better place in all of Alaska to do that and to understand that than the Alaska Native Heritage Center. But one of the realities is that is a facility most summers you go to, and there are tour buses all over the place. Large groups going through there. And the Heritage Center does so much important work around our state here in Anchorage for the preservation of Native cultures and Native arts and Native crafts and Native foods and just the language and everything. It is one of my favorite places to take visitors from out of state, but it's also a local nonprofit that needs our help. And so what I'm asking you to do is a couple of things. Number one, I'm asking you to donate. And you guys know, if you've been around here, how we do this. I'm going to put a link over on the Shop 49th website to the Native Heritage Center website. And what I'm asking you guys to do is, when you make a donation, would you end it with .49? So maybe it's $10.49. Or $20.49, or $100.49, whatever your donation amount is, would you end it in .49? Because that will let them know where this help is coming from, and it will let them know that there's a whole community out there who believes in what they do, and who wants to support them. But the other thing I want to encourage you guys to do with the Native Heritage Center, I know many of you are visiting Alaska this year. I've heard from so many of you guys who have said, Adam, you know what, gosh darn it, things are opening up and we haven't traveled in far too long. We're coming to Alaska. We're coming there as independent travelers and we can't wait to see your state. I'm really glad about that, but would you put the Native Heritage Center on your itinerary? The time you have here in Anchorage, would you go out there? Would you take time to explore the beautiful grounds, walk through the different areas that show our different Native peoples and how they lived and what life would have looked like for them? It really will be, I'm telling you, it will be one of the highlights of your trip to Alaska. So this month, we're supporting the Alaska Native Heritage Center. So friends, that's it. 3 businesses, 1 nonprofit. After this, we will have helped 23 businesses and 4 nonprofits right here in the state of Alaska. And I couldn't be happier. As I mentioned earlier in the vlog, I've wrestled with whether to keep this going. I've wrestled whether we had the impact that it was supposed to and it was time to shut it down. But I've heard from so many of you. I've heard from business owners. I heard from other people in the community that have been inspired to act by what we're doing. And as long as I continue to hear that, I want to keep doing this. I don't know for how long, but I still think it's making a difference. And so what a better thing to lend our platform to. To you, the LeggLife community who continue to show up. My concern when we launched this, and I might have said this in previous videos, is that we would have one big month, and then by month 2 or month 3, it would peter out to nothing. Because you can gather excitement and build excitement for 1 month for really anything, right? But you guys didn't let it end there. You showed up in month 2 and broke online sales records for business. You showed up in month 3 and had the development director from the nonprofit we support reach out and kind of say, what the heck are you doing? We have all these donations. You showed up in month 4 and I got to talk to business owners who are just like continuing to get excited that this is still working and it's still happening. And now in month 5, I just know you guys are going to do it again because that's what you do. And so whether it is Father's Day gifts, whether it's birthday gifts, whether it's just like get ready for summer barbecue gifts, whether it's just treat yourself because you deserve it gifts. Maybe it's going to be wild salmon or Alaskan seafood. Maybe it'll be barbecue sauce. Maybe it's going to be some beer merch from Skagway Brewing. Maybe it's going to be a donation to the Alaska Native Heritage Center to help continue Native education and awareness right here in our state. Maybe it's all of those things. But whatever it is, whatever you do to help, from the absolute bottom of our heart, from sharing my heart, thank you so much. This has been a success because you have continued to show up. I said this in several vlogs. This hasn't been successful because we started it. It's been successful because you all are doing it. So thank you so very much. We love you guys. And so here's how it works. Shop49th.com. go over there, check out the website. There's links to all of these businesses, links to donate, links to shop. Go do that. And then also remember, follow these businesses on social media. If you don't follow Shop 49th on Instagram, go follow us. We're going to be posting stuff from them much more this month than I did last month. Last month kind of got away from me. But friends, I love you guys. Thanks for supporting this. It really does mean the world to us. And I just feel good about continuing it. I feel like it's the right thing to do. And so thank you for believing in this, and thank you for supporting this. Friends, we love you, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video.